Hey, TNS, what's going on? It's Steve, Mac Daddy, Big Papa, coming at you. Yeah, I know I'm making too damn many videos. I know I gotta stop that crap. Well, I gotta get to the range. I've been working with my dogs in the morning, but I gotta get busy and get some stuff done around here. But it's too damn hot, to be honest with you. Well, I'm kind of gonna make a serious video today because I noticed something, and I think everybody needs to be aware of it in TNS and how I feel. I don't mean to get all political and crap, 'cause you know how me is. I'm always wrong anyway. But I got noticing something that I don't particularly like, and I think it is crossing boundaries. Well, I know it's crossing boundaries, and I have noticed this issue for a little bit, and I haven't really said anything. I've done my best to mend the fences, I guess, or I don't know, send a lifeboat or whatever I can do. But it just ain't getting no better. And then today, it got pretty bad, and I just want to address this to TNS because I'm not going to allow this anymore. Um, I took an oath to defend and protect the citizens of the United States, and that means against all enemies, foreign, domestic, even if they're here and even if they're abusing your rights here on social media. Um, and someone has to say something to stop this type of behavior without the recourse of being banned or timed out or being talked about, gossiping about, or whatever inside the chat room or whatever. Well, let's put it this way. Okay, I'm a happy-go-lucky. Everybody knows me. It takes a lot to piss me off. It really does. And sometimes I'm like, you know what? Do whatever you want to me, and it don't really make no difference. And you know what? This has been happening to me, and I'm like, you know what? Whatever. You know. But now that I see it's affecting some of the people that I care about, and I got to say something. I've got to come out and say something. And I guess, like I always tell everybody, put my boot down here a little bit, and that's what I'm going to do because I know I've done my research and I know I'm in the right. Um, and I know a lot about YouTube, and I know a lot about the agreements and things of that sort in YouTube. And I've done research on it too to make sure that I presented this to you guys in the best case that I could. First of all, um, this is going to be a video. You can turn it off if you don't want to hear it. I understand, but this is going to be about the issue of Sarah Avon. Okay, now my own personal experience, okay, with her is that I don't know. I think she's crazy. Okay, because it's like Sybil. You get one message from her sometime and she's okay, and then you get one message from her sometime dogging your ass, and then she's. I don't know if it's just the way she communicates it or what it is, but pretty much it's like you want to just like if who the hell are you? I mean, now granted, we have moderators in the room. Okay, now these moderators are all good at what they do. What the moderators have experienced is the fact is not only are individuals coming into the room when there's current news happening, but there's also a group of people just come in there just to see how each other are and say hello and shoot shit, and just talk to each other and checking up on one another and actually starting friendships, on YouTube or on in the chat room, which is good. It attracts more people. Also, you've got more people coming up, and they're actually looking at the news, doing research, and they're popping stuff off there that they're noticing, in their area or whatever, which is news, and that's what we're there for, the main reason. However, during the course of the news or whatever, it don't happen all, so people get to know each other and talk about each other, laugh and joke and have a good time, Um, and that's what any chat room is really set up for. I mean, for you to go and enjoy being in there and not have to think that you got to walk on eggshells for everything. Now let's go through this issue. YouTube has a terms of service agreement. Okay. Now, with that being said, the individuals who make a page or make this particular type of site, okay, means they have to follow those YouTube rules. Okay. Too many times individuals set up a page off of YouTube and they think that, you know what, it's their channel. No, that's not the case. The case is that they allow you to use their channel, and they actually put out a list of rules for you to operate that channel. And all moderators or anybody that has a site or anybody in the room have to go by those set guidelines that YouTube sets down. Now we get to the point to where, okay, well, sometimes in the room it's a determination of this, determination of that. Well, every decision you make, okay, about banning someone or timing them out or whatever has to be in accordance with the YouTube rules. Now, anything that is different from those YouTube rules, you need to come out and you need to be on your page. You need to make a statement on that page explaining the do's and don'ts of your particular site. They need to be etched in stone. They need to they need to be presented to YouTube to cover their butt, presented to YouTube. So if somebody comes back and says, you know what, well, I didn't say that, whatever. Well, here's an agreement. You didn't follow the agreement. Okay. That's all that needs to be done. Okay. But what got me riled up was is the fact is that number one, okay, this has gotten to the point to where Sarah is personally attacking someone, and I don't want to. This is what got me riled up. I got a message today, and it was about me. And the statement that I made, and everybody knows it or whatever, it says, you know what, I ain't got nothing against lesbians as long as I can watch. Okay. Supposed to be funny. Hell, everybody I know took it funny. I mean, you know, except for one person, Sarah thought, oh, well, you know, whatever. So it's like, you know what, get a sense of humor for God's sakes. But the part that really riled me up was the fact that she listed out some individuals, okay, a list of individuals and their sexual orientation. They were gay or they weren't gay or they may be gay and they want to try being gay. All this information, okay, about somebody that how, you know, you don't have the right to send that information out about people. Okay. So what we've witnessed right here, okay, and it's directly to Sarah Vaughn, is the fact is what you've done right there in that one statement, okay, you have, okay, defamed somebody's character, okay, you have slandered their name, and you are liable for any economic uh, their future economic plans. So in other words, if they wanted to be a moderator on YouTube on another channel, and they ask them, well, you know, well, they accuse me of being a lesbian, or they accuse me of being this, that, and that, or other, and this individual doesn't, based on that information, doesn't hire you to be a moderator with that you're fully qualified for, then guess what there, Miss Sarah Vaughn, you're going to be held responsible for their economic loss. Now, how does that add up to everything? Well, what adds up is the fact is that there are rules, and please look them up so you don't tell I'm just making this crap up. There are rules for moderators. Basically, those rules is you were there to monitor the conversation, to keep it on subject, keep the trolls from getting it out of hand, and you're also there to monitor any vulgar language that you deem necessary is not an answer, because the fact is that you have to go back to the rules from YouTube. Okay, every person in that room is still able to exercise their rights to freedom of speech. Curse words are not allowable, but if you don't allow curse words, then you got to mention them, okay, in your group, okay, a term of service agreement in your group that says what words you can't say and what you can say. So the people are advised when they go in, I can't say this, I can't say that, I can't say that. You know, okay, fine, I got the rules. Okay, I'll monitor the rules, but you just can't make rules up as you go. Now I got kicked out the first time, and I just looked at it when I got kicked out the first time. Man, hell, it don't bother me. Y'all know me. Like hell, I got kicked out of the city council meeting yesterday for making them laugh too hard. But she put me on timeout one time for being mouthy. I don't. What is being mouthy? I don't know what being mouthy is. I don't know the definition of that or whatever. And when I asked her why she banned me, well, you're being mouthy. Well, how was I being mouthy? Tell me the reason why. you know. And I've seen other individuals do the same thing. I don't really want to mention any names to get you in trouble either. But some of the people who are actually really contributing to this site get banned because, for the simple reason, Sarah Vaughn doesn't agree with what you're saying, or she doesn't like the way you're saying it, or maybe she's got some kind of vendetta against you because it's obvious something is going on to where she feels that it's necessary for her to actually not only moderate the room but rule the room. You shouldn't have to go on a website knowing the rules that are posted by that site and feel like you've got to walk on eggshells as long as you're going through YouTube's terms of service agreement. Now, if the room actually states all of these rules and they are not in accordance with the terms of service of YouTube, then or YouTube. When I get YouTube, I don't know, man, of YouTube, that person can't be reported. Because see, the whole idea of YouTube is to actually attract subscribers to certain channels of their interest, okay, and be able to exercise the YouTube rights that they have explained, and be able to exercise that blanket rule across every chat room. Now, every chat room is different, but if you're going to be different, you have to state why you're different and what the rules are of your current room, which has never been done. So what we're held accountable to is the fact is that you can be kicked or banned or whatever just because somebody didn't like what you said. Now, if in violation of the rules of the room, yeah, okay, you get kicked out. Okay, I violated the rules. But the issue is that in no way, shape, form, or fashion should anybody be saving information on a page and printing out pages to use against you and blackmail you in the future. Shouldn't be necessary. Because the fact is that they already know the rules. And you already know the rules. And you can go back to them and you can say, well, what rule did I break? What number rule did I break? If they can't give you one, then guess what? YouTube needs to know about that. In other words, having a site on YouTube is a privilege. They allow you to use that site for you to make money off that site if you can, okay, but also contribute to social media. One of my things that I love about it is, for me, my personality, whatever, it gets me to know other people, and I love the news. So I get to keep up with the news, get to chat with other people, get, laugh, joke, whatever, and make people feel better. It shouldn't be a room where you go in and you got to worry about who's taping your conversation and who's, monitoring everything you say and then going to report on it in the future. I'm sorry, people, that's called blackmail. Okay. And also, what's happening on this channel with Miss Sarah Vaughn is the fact is that you are guilty of bullying. Now, we all know that right now internet bullying is a big issue for every website or every site, Facebook, Twitter, Gab, all these places. And they're cracking down on it because the fact is that if you're a moderator and you're bullying somebody, guess what? They're going to go twice as hard on you. And if the person can prove that, you're bullying me. Every time I get on there, you kick me out, or you got something negative to say. Or God forbid what you just did, posted everybody's sexual orientation in front of God and everybody. What gives you the right? And first of all, who do you think you are that you can break these people's civil rights? There's a reason why we have laws. And you don't get to choose which ones you go by and which ones you don't go by. You cannot intentionally defame somebody because of the information that you receive over on the internet. Because the internet is not a viable tool for legal proceedings. Can't use it. But the issue is, if you're moderating and that person has a complaint against you, guess what? YouTube will want to hear about it. And then they're going to start monitoring your channel. I guarantee you the first report that goes out that you've actually bullied somebody or you've actually posted their sexual orientation, okay, or you're posting information that you learned a long time ago or about somebody else's past that they've done in the room, it ain't none of your damn business. If you utilize that information to attack somebody or to actually defame their character, that's bullying, defamation of character, libel, slander. You cannot do it. It's against the law. I do not care who you think you are. I do not care what rules you think you have. And I do not really honestly care what Sybil is doing today because I don't know which of your attitudes we're going to have today. We have no way of knowing that because it'll change like that. I don't know of, and maybe you guys out in the room can help me. I don't know of one nice thing that Sarah's ever said to anybody in the chat room. I don't remember one. Hell, you can barely get her to say hey. So the issue is not just the chat room. The issue is how the chat room is being run. And Miss Sarah can say, well, it's my channel. I can run it any way I want to. No, it's not your channel, ma'am. That's why they have a report button to report people that are bullying and blackmailing and doing all these things. Okay? A lot of people push that report button. Guess what? YouTube's going to be in your, hey, it's going to be on you like white on rice. You are a moderator for this channel, period. There's nowhere that you get to wear a crown. It doesn't say you get to come don't say you get to come with some kind of walking stick and a crown, okay? It don't say that. All it is you're there to apply the rules of the terms of agreement through YouTube, and that's what you agree to do. Anything above and beyond that you require in your room, then you know what? You've got to actually put down the rules. And you're going to have to provide those rules to YouTube if you're going to ban somebody or cause them a timeout. Or if you defame their character. YouTube will be interested in hearing that from you. Because the last thing YouTube wants to know is that they've got a channel on here that's doing that their moderator is doing certain things to certain people and basically using the channel to bully and all the above. Now, I don't get riled up very often. Okay? And like I said, you can attack me all you want to. Your comments or whatever, I don't even know what the hell to make of them. They're so broad and they're so, what the hell? Are she telling me to screw off? Or are you telling me, what? But I know that she copied my conversation saying that, about the lesbians and everything. So what else does she copy? But I didn't do. I can't even go in there and tell a damn joke. It's just the kind of room that we want to have to where it's kind of like freaking being a Nazi. I don't know if I should goose skip. I don't know if I should goose step or seek how. I don't know. But it should not be that way, and it's against the law, and it's against YouTube's law. So I'm serving this as a fair warning, okay? I have been involved in this for a period of time, and I do know, even though I look like a dumbass, I talk like a dumbass, I got some sense, and I damn sure know some of the law. Don't ask me, I freaking figured it out. But I do know what you can do and can't do on YouTube. And Miss Sarah, what are you doing on YouTube is wrong. Now, if continued, then you will be held accountable. I am very sure that after you see this video, or anybody else sees this video, or the moderator see this video, I am sure, and I cannot wait to get banned. All for sticking up for my civil rights and others' civil rights. No one should be scared of you. No one should have to feel your wrath of how your mood is today or whatever. I understand some people got good days, some people got bad days, but you can't continually do it every day. For God's sakes. And I don't really care if I'm hurting your feelings, because some of the things you said about people and some of the things you say to people and today what you actually posted on here about people's sexual orientation, that's over the freaking line. Okay? It's over the freaking line. Somebody's got to say something. Now, if any of you out there viewing or whatever, if you want a copy of that statement, I will damn sure give you a copy, because there's a lot of names mentioned on there. And it came from one source. And how would anybody know your sexual orientation? Why would even anybody care? Really? I mean, for me, it's like, okay, you're gay. Okay, whatever. You're a lesbian. I want to watch. I mean, damn, that's just simple. That's simple freaking honesty. That's being freaking funny as hell. Since when did sense of humor become against the law? Since when did two people having a conversation in a chat room? Okay, maybe they're flirting a little bit, maybe they're not. Well, hey, you know what? Hey, that's just what our chat room's all about. They want to get serious about it, they can go to eHarmony and all that shit. But guess what? They met in the chat room, so guess what? Now they may be married tomorrow because of eHarmony in your chat room. How the hell do you know? Jealousy has no place in a public forum, or a forum where the individuals come there to utilize a site to advance their knowledge and to interact with people to understand them a little bit better. Who gives you the right to interrupt that because you don't like what they're saying? Once again, what do your rules say about it? Because the next time you ban somebody and you don't have no set of rules or whatever, I believe YouTube would like to know that. Why you're operating outside their guidelines. Matter of fact, I know they would. Now, I can actually go online, and I've already looked it up. I'm going to post, okay, the amount of laws, Sarah, that you have broken, okay? And I haven't been taking notes to bully you or whatever, and I'm not bullying you right now. I'm telling you the fact. I will quote you the laws that you have broken, okay? Constitutional laws being broken. I'm not talking about state laws. They're different on every freaking internet channel. But you're breaking the law by bullying these people, and you're breaking the law by making them walk on eggshells and have to be somebody that they're not. Just because you want people to be the same way you are, the same way you are, don't necessarily mean they want to be the same way you are. Based on some of the comments that you got back or whatever, I screwed you. I don't know how the hell I screwed you. I even apologized to your ass. You still write me all kind of damn nasty notes and shit. And I don't even know if they're nasty or not. I can't understand them. One sentence you cuss me out, next page you're telling me I'm good. And I don't know which one to believe. But it went over the edge today when you wrote me that nasty note. It ain't because of me, because the fact is that you hurt other individuals today. And you know what? I'm not going to stand for that. You can hurt me, say whatever you want to. You can email, whatever the hell you want to do. Call me whatever you want to call me. I'm used to it. But guess what? Don't do it to my friends. I believe you should issue an apology. I believe that you should actually type down what the rules and regulations are under your watch. I believe you owe YouTube a list of what is acceptable and what is not acceptable in your room. And it needs to be public in the chat room. People should be able to go to it, just like they can go to YouTube terms of service. But there really shouldn't be that much difference between YouTube terms of service and your terms of service. Maybe the language, okay. But last time I checked, I mean, you know what? I mean, it's American. You know what? Somebody cusses. You know what? That ain't. You know that may be that might be hurt your feelings, but you know what? Hey, maybe that's the way they talk. Come from the Marine Corps, God's sake. Every word we said was a cuss word. Because the fact is, we want to make sure everybody knew we got our point across. So I expect to be banned, and I expect the wrath of Sarah. And people have told me, you know, don't mess with Sarah, don't because it's gonna. Well, okay, all right. You want to go to war? Let's go to war. And I'm not trying to take over your room or nothing like that, but I'll be damned if you're going to hurt somebody that I care about, that I know in this room who needs help, and they don't need to be put down. What they needed to be is lifted up. If you listen to some of these people, some of the people are good people and had a hard day, and guess what? They come in that chat room to be lifted up and talk to friends, talk to people they care about and don't care about them. And as a moderator, you shouldn't even get in the way of that. It should be none of your damn business. You moderate the chat room. That's all. You do not moderate people and their feelings and what they actually have to say. I have noticed the fact is that this chat room, okay, with you in it, Sarah, is like a communist regime. Everybody walks on eggshells when you're around. Matter of fact, I would like you to do you. I'd actually like for you to do me a favor and go look at your stats. You can do it on your analytics. Go through your stats and see how bad your subscribers go, or your people that listen go down whenever you're on. I reckon why that is. This is your last warning, and this is your last time. And I am warning you because the fact is that if you don't, I'm serious. I ain't the one. I am not the one because I stand for myself and anybody breaking my rights, and I don't mind standing up for that. But when I see it happening to other people, then I really get pissed. Do not mistake my kindness for weakness. Do not hurt another individual with your words. Do not use information against them to blackmail them. Do not slander their name. Do not slander their name or defame them in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I suggest you look at the. I suggest you review the terms, the YouTube terms. And I suggest you get your ass down there and start writing whatever your rules and regulations are. And you better be damn right. They better be close to YouTube. It's gone too far. It's done. It's over with. You make an apology to everybody. And maybe, you know what, I don't know. I'm going to make a joke. And you know what, hell, this is really getting bad. Maybe you need to get laid, you know. But do something to make yourself happy. And taking it out on us in the room and spreading that venom up in the room is not healthy for you, and it's not healthy for us. We've got a good thing going on. We got a good room. We got people that are coming into the room and just walking in and say, what's this? And we explain it to them. We get people to subscribe. And then we get them like them people we try to subscribe. Say, damn, I'm out of there, man. That's serious. That's the impression you got going out there, sir. So I hurt your feelings. I'm sorry, but you know what? I can't apologize to you no more, and I can't tell you how bad you need to apologize to some people that you hurt in here. And you did it on purpose. That's what I'm riled up about, because you're doing it on purpose because you think you can. Guess what? You want to go to war, you can go to war with me. Leave other people out of it. But I guarantee you one thing: you better get ready for it, because it's coming. Ain't nothing I said on there, whatever that you got printed on me, you can't put out to everybody. I don't really give a damn, because the people that know me in there, I tell you this right now, they know when I'm joking and when I'm serious. And this is probably one of those times I'm getting serious, and I am serious right now about that, because you hurt other people and you did it on purpose. That's wrong. There is no gray area here. It's either black or it's white. There is no gray area here, sir. So ban me. I welcome it. Send me another email. I welcome it. You're going to dig yourself a hole that you can't get out of, girl, if you do not take a step back and look at yourself and look at the damage that you're doing. And I got a big ass shovel. I'm going to help you bury it. I'm going to help you bury yourself. I know everybody's going to get mad at me for saying this, being out loud, but I am going to tell you one thing. If you are mad at me, at least I'm honest. And I call it like I see it. And if you don't believe it, I'm standing up for everybody in that room who actually may or may not be. It may be somebody else now, but hell, it's going to be somebody in the future that she's going to be talking about your sexual orientation or, you know, all this shit, which ain't none of her damn business. One of the damn rules, you can't talk on this YouTube unless you got certain pants on. Shut up. And I believe that, you know what, everybody in that room there is a big girl and a big boy, and somebody hurts their feelings. I'm sure that they have the capability of actually telling them themselves, you hurt my feelings. Shut up, don't talk to me. They have a mute button, they don't have to talk to them. They're grown people. Ain't a bunch of 3-year-old or kindergarten kids running around picking boogers and blowing freaking spit wads at girls. You're a moderator. Stick to it. Like I said, I expect the message. Take heed in what you say. Take heed in what you say and how you say it. Because you got to remember one thing. God's always watching. And I ain't far behind. Sorry people had to do that, but it had to be done. And I'm sure I'm going to get many comments. I'm sure that I'm going to get many gripes, many complaints or whatever. And you know what? To be honest with you, I really don't care, because the fact is that I do stand for something, and I will stand up for the people I love. And the people in that love that I've met in there have been great to me, and I've been as good as I can to them. And it's a damn shame we got somebody in there doing that. That's totally against the law and bullying people. So I'm going to stand up. I ain't asked you to stand up with me. I'm going to stand up. So it's up to her now. But I guarantee you one thing. Next move there is yours, sir. But you ain't going to like it. You ain't going to like it if you call me out. But see, I like to go to war. When I go to war, I don't plan on losing. So all you other guys out there, hey, I love you guys. I do. I mean, y'all may not believe me or not, but I do. I don't really care what anybody says, you know, about you, whatever, you know what, because I figured this way. People going to talk about you no matter what, but guess what? It don't matter to me. It don't matter to me. I still love you the way you are. And this has got to stop. This is my first effort to put a stop to it. I love you guys. Y'all be good. Hit me back. I may be in the room later. Probably not for long. But hey, I'm going to see how long I can stay in the room. How about that? Y'all can take bets. Everybody, I want y'all to take bets to see how long Steve can stay in the room before getting kicked out. My money, you know what my money is? My money's on 1 minute. That's where I start my money. I got 5 on 1 minute. $5 on 1 minute. 5 to hit 5, 50, 7. Yeah, I got 5 on a minute. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Out here.